Hello guys, this is Jeff Jeffrey with True Reviews. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about philosophy. Now, last week we talked about the origin and the heart of the rock. The rock is the key. It's all about the rock. Now, we're going to be talking about the journey of the rock and how it got to how it is now. Last time we talked about where it came from, what it was made of. Look at this thing. There's our guest star right here, the rock itself. This is the rock. I'm pretty sure this is the first one here. So, the rock. The journey of the rock. How it got to how it is now. The journey of the rock has very deep philosophical meaning. So, this rock here, it started out its life as a leaf, and then it moved on to the tree until it became the rock. The rock. Now, take a step back there for a second. Because I don't know about you, but my mind was just blown. So, the rock started as a rock, became a leaf, which became the tree, which became the rock. The journey of the rock to become the rock it is now. So, this rock, the journey is the key. It's not like it is now, all amazing and glorified without the journey. This rock has gone through a lot. It has traveled and traveled the world. Now, we're going to talk about a little concept. So, the rock. It starts out, like I said, it's the third time. It starts out as the leaf. And as the leaf blows through the world, it adds on one little grain at a time. See those grains there? Adds on just one little grain at a time. And eventually, it's a snowball effect. And it rolls through the universe. And becomes harder and harder and harder. See? Hard. Now, we're going to think over. So, the rock. It's not where it is now without the journey. It was a long, hard journey. Now, we're going to take a second, and I want you to think about your origin and your journey. Where you came from and where you're going to. Now, where you're going to. Think of that place. What is your goal? Now, the rock is you see? And the harder it becomes, the harder it is to add other grains. It's harder and harder to get those grains as you're going through the world. It becomes harder. You can't penetrate the shell anymore. And is no longer injected as it goes through the world, you see? Yeah. This rock, as it's traveled the world, has learned a lot. This thing's been through oceans. Now, take a step back here. Let's talk about your inner rock. So, your rock is the rock. The rock is composed of three parts. The core, and the core. The core is composed of the leaf, and the leaf is composed of the rock, which is composed by the tree. Now, let's take another look at these very fine grains here. When you look at them, you see there's the little scratches on it. Now these scratches come in order to gain more little grains in there. sometimes you gotta get a little scratch in there and along the way. Sometimes the journey just gets a little rough. See? And you gotta really let yourself believe in the rock. Let the rock become you, and you become the rock. You'll never become your true self without first becoming the rock. Now, we're gonna end today with another question. Why is your rock moving?